Good morning. First day of a long journey. It's 2 a.m. on a Monday. I'm heading to school. Taking 50 kids to Catalina Island. That makes 75 for the year. The last 2 years we've done 75 each. That's 150 students for those 2 years. And I've been doing this for 10 years. I can't do math this early in the morning, but that's a lot of students. A lot of great times. Figured today I would document the journey, show you what a day in the life of a Catalina Island trip looks like. Join us, follow us along as we begin this journey. LAX. We're responsible for all of these.
There's only one man clever enough to have perpetrated such a dastardly crime.
Ha! And I thought you were ready to give up.
We got to get a good tip in there. I mean, there's no tip.
Her.
There's no tip in there, right?
No worries.
It's hard to give Peggy a tip. Peggy is our longtime meal provider. Bye. See you, Peggy. Thank you.
Bye.
We'll miss you.
All your students go down.
Okay.
We'll have you just sign this.
Phew, all right, if you can hear me, here's the deal. It's been a long day so far. We are now currently at the San Pedro Berth 95 boat terminal, waiting for the ferry to cross. This is a typical travel day to get across to Catalina Island. So we've got all kids here. Could be some rough seas today, a little bit choppy, pretty windy out there. We'll see what the next adventure holds. We got to pop some Dramamine in the kids, try to get some good breakfast, and the adventure begins.
You had a good time so far? Okay, I'm gonna put a stop to that.
sweet soul brother.
I woke up at 1:30 a.m. Colorado time. Now here we are, Howland's Landing, Catalina Island camps, 12:30 in the afternoon. We've barely been up half the day. It seems like forever. See, we've been through a lot to get these kids here. A little bit of a rough sea, not horrible. Only a couple kids threw up, but it's worth it. Now we're here. Great meal. Not time to rest now. It's time to jump in the water. We're gonna go on a snorkel this afternoon. Get these kids to dive right in. Cannot waste a minute. This place is very special, near and dear to my heart. It's as green as I've ever seen it since I've been here in college. When I came here in college, first thing I said is, I gotta get kids back here someday. And once you do it one time, you see the transformation in a kid. See how they transform interpersonally, how they transform, develop a passion and empathy for the planet. It's worth every minute. You get bit by that bug and you never want to leave that behind. So it's going to be a great week. Don't have a lot of time to waste. Time to jump in the ocean and get going on the next part. Until then, a day in the life, Catalina Island Camp. It's a beautiful day for a snorkel. Here we go.
And so once again...
There's only one man clever enough to have perpetrated such a dastardly crime.
Ha! And I thought you were ready to give up.
So back here, the low ropes course, kids are quietly working on a team builder. Part of CELP really emphasizes cool communication strategies through unique team building games. Let's go check it out. Hey, I just wanted to take a time out up here in the hills. The group's down there doing a little ropes course action. I'm right here sitting on a check step right here. These check steps as they come up to the roadside. And the reason I wanted to talk to you up here is talking about leaving a legacy with your learning and what it takes to, oh boy, here comes a truck. That doesn't happen a lot around here, actually traffic. All right, should be good. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about here today was leaving a legacy with your learning. And why I feel like this island and Howland's Landing is so important and so valuable and so special to so many people's hearts. And as I'm walking around here, it's tough to put a finger on what makes this place feel so good. Well, I think it just has a lot to do with the blood, sweat, and tears people put into this place that create that feeling. And may sound small, but even these check steps, you know, I mean, look at this right here. This step that I'm sitting on right there, that check step, that has a huge story, a very significant story to a couple of girls who've been out here who put this thing in. And yes, that seems small and insignificant, but to them, that was their world. That was what they came, that's the mark they left on this island for others. I was on a hike with a group right here on a night hike a couple nights ago, and everyone just walked casually up this road, didn't even think of the significance of that step they took and what made that possible. And it just made me start thinking a lot deeper around the hundreds and hundreds of kids who've come out here and done something small but so significant to themselves that then builds and becomes what this camp is all about. And I think that's what feels so special. So you know, sometimes leaving a legacy, making an impact can be small, but that's how legacies are built. That's how culture is built, one check step at a time. So that's why I'm sitting on this check step. That's why I bring kids out here, because it's those moments that can be transformative for a kid forever. And that's powerful. You know, I'm just walking back to camp here, and what I was just talking about up on the hillside, it just got me thinking. I remember a student this year, actually, she said to me, "Mr. Bergmann, why do I have to wait till I grow up to know what I want to do?" People always ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do with your life? She said, I don't want to wait till I grow up. I want to make a difference right now. And so that's what education should be about. That's when kids feel the most active, when they own the learning, when they're in control of it, when they are making a visible change with what they're learning and doing. So we got to keep on doing stuff, you know, with kids. That's what it's all about. So it's a beautiful night in Catalina, and we're going snorkeling. Now, some people think I'm crazy because we take 50 middle schoolers to Catalina. Other people think we're crazy because we go snorkeling in the dark with flashlights. Here we are, getting ready. Gonna be a great night out there. We will for sure see some bioluminescence. You know, when you agitate the dinoflagellates, they sparkle. I will never forget the first time I night snorkeled here. Just life-changing. You know, you go out there with a flashlight, snorkeling with the sharks. A little tough to get that passed by risk management, but once you're out there, you kill the flashlights floating in the middle of the dark ocean, and then the magic happens with the bioluminescence and it's sparkling all around you, arms and legs. You look up, you see the stars, look down, you see the dinoflagellates. It's going to be magical. Here we go. Welcome back, brand new day. So far, this trip's been incredible. You know, great weather. Good luck with injuries. Things have been going well. So we've got a couple of things going on over my shoulder over here. Classroom number 1. Over here, classroom number 2. Classroom number 1. Classroom number 2. So part of research shows just learning outside, what it does to learn outside to your brain chemistry, the lessons that you can learn, the interconnectedness of the world, that subjects don't exist in the real world in silos. You know, go to math class, go to English class, go to science, go to history. Out here, everything's blended together. Science, history, the history of the Pimavik cultures, mathematics and ratios, and how we water gardens and things. So this is what it's all about. This is true learning. Vision is the least intimate of all the human senses. So out here, they can touch it, they can smell it, they can hear it, and they can discuss that and have some, whoa, okay, this is big. There is a plant growing on top of Frog Rock. That's amazing. I've never seen a plant growing on top of Frog Rock. That is a first. Wow, the rain here has really just blossomed the wildlife. Sorry I got distracted, but I just saw that learning moment for myself there. Wow, that is mind-blowing. Look at that. Right there, a plant on top of Frog Rock. Plant on Frog Rock. Okay, I gotta launch some kayaks. It's gonna be a great day on the water. Here we go. Kids are going through driver's ed training right now in their kayaks, so I'll take a minute just to, you know, chat. Brand new day. Welcome to the classroom. This is what the classroom looks like today. All of this exists in a complex system out here in the kelp forest. So we're going to explore some land-sea connections today. For a lot of Colorado kids, this is the first time paddling on the ocean. So here we go. Let's do it. I planted that lemon tree you see behind me in college. Since then, this garden has just evolved in the coolest way, and the number of stories behind the plants, the structures, the logs that have been placed in this beautiful garden have doubled, tripled, quadrupled in what this place offers because of the legacy that students have left here. So when I look around this garden, I see people's faces. I see kids' faces, and some that are even graduated from high school, college, and career at this point. Pretty special. Let's take a look. All right, part of coming to Catalina Island is trying something new, getting out of your comfort zone, you know. That's getting relatively hard for me, but today, thank you, Grayson, I had that lovely experience to try something new. Right over here, these are the tide pools at Catalina Island, and so in the tide pools you see all kinds of cool stuff, barnacles and sea anemones and things, and crabs. Well, Grayson today had me say, gosh, have you ever put your tongue on one of these sea anemones? He said an old friend, Tess, thank you, Tess, also taught him this. And so I said, no, I've never had that exhilarating opportunity. So today I just French kissed a sea anemone. It tasted a lot like licking a 9-volt battery. He explained to me after I licked it that what that means is that the sea anemone is launching his harpoon defense strategy to kill his prey into my tongue and then releasing venom into my tongue. And so, yeah, doing all right. Got a little aftertaste, but just thought I'd share that lovely tidbit.
Your ray white is so much better.
Don't burn yourself, V. Don't, Amber, careful, careful.
Thank you. Careful, careful, careful.
Thank you for setting our fire pits.
This is so cute. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
It's too windy for a campfire. Morning time on the ocean front is by far my favorite time and place on this island. It does a lot for me. 3 things: solitude, mindfulness, and reflection. And those 3 things are often absent in the life of a teenage kid. So in a scene like this, I'm hoping they find themselves.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Go.
Time to eat. Things about this place, by far, would you agree, gentlemen? The food.
He's a sweet soul, brother.
Well, that's it. Another successful week at Catalina Island. Never know if you don't go. Woo! Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now. 2:40 in the morning. We're in the home stretch. This time it's snowing in Colorado.